Question 65. Rewrite the expression so that is not a fractional form, also known as not a fraction form.
Right. Good. It doesn't want you to have, they want you to get rid of cosine x minus 1. And we know the conjugate rule, so what we can do is multiply the conjugate of cosine x minus 1 with, what's the conjugate cosine x minus 1, Trina?
Cosine x plus 1.
Good. So whatever the rule we multiply to the bottom, we have to
multiply it to the top.
Multiply it to the top. Okay. So then let's continue that. On top, I'm going to keep it the same because I know there might be something to cancel. So I'm just going to keep sine x, cosine x plus 1. On the bottom, if we FOIL it out, if we do all the foiling, we should have is cosine square x minus 1. This looks like one of the identity, but we have to be very careful with the sign. We know it's sine square x plus cosine square x is equal to 1. We look like these two here, the cosine and 1 need to be the same, so I'm going to move the cosine over. So sine square x is equal to 1 minus cosine square x. It almost looks the same. This identity and that identity look almost alike except the sign. So don't forget about our minus signs. If we multiply to a minus sign to both sides, that should take care of the sign. So we minus 1 to the left, we're going to multiply to the negative 1 to the right, so that becomes plus. So now this group here is identical to that group. So therefore, we can replace this group right here with sine square x negative. All right, so that go away. So let me rewrite this so it makes it look better. What we can do is the top is sine x, cosine x plus 1. The bottom we have here is negative sine square x. So I can see right away there's something we can reduce. Take out the sine x, take out the single sign. So we have left is cosine x plus 1 all over negative sine x. Now the bottom portion, this is a single number. So what we can do is we can separate it. Cosine x over sine x. And don't forget the negatives, that's 1. And then we can separate the 1 with the sine x as well, so it's become negative 1 over sine x. That right there is negative cotangent x. This right here is negative cosecant x. Do we have the answers up there?
Mama, it looks like answer B, but there's a negative missing. Is it a typo?
Yes, it is. It's a typo. So answer is supposed to be B, and there's a minus in the middle.
Oh.